Welcome to my video today on the Singapore Airlines Silver Chris Lounge in Singapore at Terminal 3. This video was recorded in December 2023 and I wanted to show you what is available at this wonderful lounge. So as you come in, there's actually two escalators that can take you up to this lounge. This escalator was kind of like the longer way, so you will get up the escalator. On your right, you've got the Gold Lounge. As you keep walking along this pathway, you notice the SATS Premier Lounge. We've actually tried this lounge in December 2022, and if I have time, I might do a quick video of it later down the track. It's nothing as flash as what you're about to see at the Silver Chris Lounge. So come along on this journey with me today as we make our entry into the Silver Chris Lounge at Terminal 3 in Singapore. So if you're flying business class, you can actually have access to two Silver Chris lounges in Changi Airport, Singapore. There's one in Terminal 2 and there's one in Terminal 3. Now, from my experience, Terminal 3, which is the one we're going to today, actually has the bigger and newer lounge. So that's what we're going to go through and show you today as we venture in. So as you can see, you can actually go straight up from the second escalator, and that will take you straight in if you didn't want to walk from the escalator we just went up, and you could have just walked along the shops. So when you come into the business lounge, you've got the choice of turning left or right. On your left is actually a Chris shop, which you can purchase things if you wish. And then on the right, there is a concierge who they can actually help you if you have any queries or if you like to buy anything. And you'll notice to your right as well, there's the restrooms and the showers, which if it gets really busy, you may just need to make a booking. So they take bookings and they're pretty efficient. So as you can see, there is quite a selection of different types of seating. And then on your left, you've got the fresh fruit for you to choose from. So you've got the apples, oranges, pineapple, there's dragon fruit and watermelon. There's also sandwiches for those who like their sandwiches. And then there's the yogurts. On the other counter, you've got your croissants and your breads. There's also some muffins, and then there's a little bit on the gluten-free option too. As we can see, if you want to sit on the bar stools, you can sit on bar stools if you prefer. And then on your left, there is a noodle station, which I'll show you more when we come back towards it. And they will make you some laksa, which Singapore is famous for. You've got your cutlery ready to go. And these are your dumplings. So they've got some dumplings there for you. You've got some Indian choices as well. And then there's some noodles. So all steaming and hot. This is breakfast pretty much. We've arrived here in the morning. You got some basmati rice and some vegetarian curry and some cauliflower as well. So I have to say this lounge has quite a lot of options. There's the corn kernels and then some bacon. And then there's also some hash browns. And then you've got your dim sims, your silmai and hargal. And there is actually some sticky rice as well. So as you can tell, the variety, because it's Singapore, you do have the Indian and Asian cuisine choices. Then there is an egg station with your hard-boiled eggs. And then there's actually a yam bao, and there's actually a ginkgo sweet dessert and plain congee with the condiments there. There's a little bar for those who want to just mix some drinks, and then you've got water. As you can see, there is actually more seating. It's a very big lounge. It looks pretty empty right now, but I can tell you I've been here and sometimes the seating can be quite hard to find a good seat because it is quite busy. And there is actually more seating to the left as well. In front of me, you've got some cold chocolate milk as well as your normal milk, and we do have some cereal and the automatic coffee machines, so you can make that. And this is one of my highlights when I'm in Singapore, is the TWG teas. So as you can see, when there's less people now, we go back to the noodle station, and you can make your own noodles. So do-it-yourself noodle station, lots of condiments and noodles to choose from. And as we head back, like you see, you've got those little comfy chairs, or you've got the ones if you want to be eating. And as we go back to the other section, just for your information, the section here that we've just looked at is actually a lot cooler, and if you keep walking to the right hand side of your entry into the business class lounge, you actually can find that it is a little bit warmer. So that's a temperature difference that we do notice when we come into this lounge. On your right hand side is the bar, and the bar is not always in attendance. So barista is available from 6 to 10 in the morning, and then there is a bartender from 5:30 to 1 in the evening. So this bar is not fully serviced all the time.
And then Linda's coming with coffee. Wow.
We have a mocha and a cappuccino.
You have to hold it? Let's go.
There's no one behind the bar at all times. So I love my barista coffee. So we came in about 9:30. So I had to make sure I took advantage of this option and made use of the barista making my coffee. So as you can see on the right hand side, these little pods are pretty awesome, and they are our preference if we get to choose where we want to sit. So they have a special actual filter that goes over it, and with that filter they sprinkle. After I finish my coffee, it's time to show you the rest of this lounge. So here we go. So this is the end of this other section, and like I said to you, the section's a bit warmer. I'm not sure if that's due to the fact that there is a lot more windows and glass, but it is a lot more area. It feels a lot brighter than the other section. This section for the food selection is a lot smaller. So you can see on the left there is a fridge, and you can get some beer, some soft drinks, and there's some poppers for the juice. So you've got apple and orange, and there's tomato juice. There's some pasta here, and there is actually your condiments for the plain congee, which is served and kept warm. And then you've got that small selection of dim sims, and so hagao and silmai. And then there's also this crystal gyoza dumpling vegetarian dish that they do have. And they do actually have on this side the tasil pastry, which is quite nice, and some spring rolls, some meatballs. So it's a little bit different to the other section. And there's some salad as well. So your fruit is just in these little sections with some sandwiches as well. So you're not missing out. But if you didn't venture to the other side, you do miss out on quite a few dishes of food like your laksa. So I do encourage you when you come to check out what is at the whole lounge. There is a very small section on this side for the pastries. So you can see that they do have the little danishes along with the toast, and then the little muffin choices as well. And there is also the option of the jams and the little butter. So it's not bad on this section if you don't want to walk all the way, but like I told you, this is a very big lounge. So you've got your automatic coffee machines, which also makes hot chocolate, and then the TWG teas. So they're your options. And then the bar, like we said, was what is available. You've got your little nibbles, some more alcohol for you to make on the spot when there is no bartender to make your alcohol. But I will do a video on what it is in the evenings on our visit later on. So keep watching for my future videos. Make sure you subscribe. And today we are off to New York City. So stay tuned for my next video on that flight. But we're going from Singapore to New York. Thanks for watching the Silver Chris Lounge in Singapore Terminal 3 today. I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and